In the next 4 minutes, a simple way to benchmark plant operating performance and then to optimize the performance of plant operation with efforts of just 2-3 minutes per day is shown. The example is that of a petroleum refinery. So it can be shown that the operating performance of the petroleum refinery, which is typically GRM, is a simple function of 4 parameters. The equation is on the slide, which is a simple linear equation with refinery throughput, distillate yield, and a ratio of sales revenue versus annual crude cost, and of course the crude price. Uh, it can also be noticed that the throughput and yield have a lot of impact on the GRM. For example, this table shows the impact of yield on GRM and therefore the net profit. So this table shows the impact of loss of yield for say 0.1% loss of yield, 0.5% loss of yield, up to 2% loss of yield. So for example, if there is a 2% loss of yield for a particular refinery, this shows that the impact is about $1.6 a barrel. This is about 300,000 barrels per day refinery, and therefore the daily profit which is possible by arresting this 2% yield loss will be about $500,000 per day, which is about 4 crore Indian rupees per day, and this can be again extrapolated to annual. So if there is a consistent 2% yield loss or opportunity of 2% yield increase, it is equivalent to about $160 million per year, or about 1320 crore rupees per year. This is for about 300,000 barrels per day refinery. Now, if such an equation is available, which can be made in about 1 hour using a data which is easily available, and many refineries have this on their website, and if let's say on a particular day if GRM is lower, it can be easily calculated in 1 minute, and this GRM can be optimized by addressing the parameter either the throughput or yield. The other two parameters are not in control of operating people, and this optimization can be done with an effort of about 2 minutes per day using a particular service, which we will talk about it later, in which no laboratory analysis or assays or feed analysis is needed. But of course, many refineries already have established work processes and systems to optimize the operating parameters every day. For such parameters, even that 2 minutes of extra work is not needed. So it can be shown that the commercial excellence, if it is defined as maximum GRM, it can be achieved with available manpower with few minutes of extra work every day. Now this benchmark alert service, what we talked about, here is an example of a crude distillation unit, not the entire refinery. So the plant engineer sends about 100 instantaneous values of plant parameters like temperature, pressure, flow, not even laboratory assays or anything. And in some time, the plant engineer gets an email from benchmark, for example, saying your yield, distillate yield is 1% less than possible. Here is a set of optimal parameters, draw flows, reflux, etc., which can get you the extra 1% yield. Then, in addition to that, all important product qualities, the ASTM distillations, etc., as well as optimal achievable product properties are predicted. In addition to that, abnormal parameters based on a very accurate process model, which can lead to accidents, breakdowns, process upsets, not immediately but in some time, are pointed out so that the plant engineer can take some action on these early indications. Now the customer does not have to buy any software, install any system. Uh, of course, the model is property of benchmark. It is not delivered to customer. And how much you have to pay? Let's say for this crude distillation unit, the customer uses this service 10 times in a year. So the price will be only 10 times multiplied by per use price. The per use price is about 30,000 Indian rupees, which is about 350 US dollars. Yes, 350 US dollars. Thus, there is no money wastage on account of, capex or unutilized systems, or on account of, some advance annual fees paid. You pay as per use. Thank you for your attention, and if you have any questions, we request you to read the full PDF copy of the paper, which you can ask by writing to info@benchmark1.in and ask for benchmark GRM paper. If you want to talk to author, that's me. Please write to samir.gizre@benchmark1.in. Thank you.